how pleasing was that result out there?
Yeah, it was reasonably satisfying, to be honest. I think the boys did a great benchmark last week with how they played, and it was nice to be able to start well again tonight, and we withstood a few of their punches in the second half, and ultimately a great team performance. So it's a good feel in the group. Everyone's looking forward to keep building.
Big first 20 minutes, which put you guys firmly on the front foot. How important was it to start like that?
Yeah, it is important. I think it's always tough coming from behind against the Africans. Obviously, they're hugely physical. Their set piece is great, so it can be difficult to get back in the game. So thought we varied our game well in that first 20 with our kicking, our running. Big boys going through the middle, which set us up to see some space out wide, which was cool as well.
Been a long time since you played Test rugby. What were you feeling as you head back out to the park?
Yeah, there's a few nerves, to be honest. I think when you've been away for a while, there's always those natural little jitters, and it was good to be able to get a few touches early on, just to sort of settle in a bit. A good night for footy, so I thought we exploited space really well, whether again through the kick or through the run. So just ultimately loved being back out there. Loved the competition, so definitely missed it while I was away.
Well, you were clearly in attack mode, when you saw it into the gap, you went for it. Was that sort of were you determined to come out and kind of stand your mark if you could?
I had a bit of a mindset to try to get some touches early on. I think a bit of it was just the way the kind of game went. Fozzie's been keen for me to try get in the middle of the park as much as possible, even from the wings, so was able to do that a couple of times, and just eager to sort of try and make an impact after so long away. So to be able to sort of spot a couple of gaps and go through, it was a bit of a confidence boost early on.
Is there some sort of, you're obviously used to fullback and perhaps your preferred spot, but you're able to make an impact in the middle of the park like that, as you mentioned?
Yeah, I think it's just good of Foz to sort of give me the licence to be able to go do that. Like you say, I've got a bit of experience in that role, so particularly when they kick, about when I'm sort of getting back into the middle, it's just looking for space.
Talk us through your try, obviously, you always had that under control.
It actually went kind of straight into the light, so I wouldn't necessarily say completely under control. It was a bit of a juggle, and I'm not sure who was coming across from them, but he was coming at a decent pace, so probably wasn't my most clinical finish, but take the 5 points nonetheless.
Yeah, obviously the trip to Argentina off, and with the condition and that, was it, really helped you?
Yeah, I think it was good to have last week off. Obviously with us making the final, it was a bit of a tight turnaround. Been feeling really good the last couple of weeks, which is great, and it really helps me go out in the park and do my thing. So appreciative of Foz and the medical team being really understanding of that, and I think I'm in a good place at the moment, so happy with how things are going.
Well, you didn't play this a lot last year, but you obviously watched, and we saw it was sort of up and down last year. How important is 2 emphatic performances like this, in a row?
Yeah, it is pretty important. I thought obviously the start of last year was a bit difficult, but I thought during the back end of the year we did sort of build on a few things, and coming back into the team, you did feel there was a bit more confidence in the group around the style of footy we were trying to play, and the excitement around what that could look like. So great first couple of weeks, but we also know that that's all it is really, a couple of weeks. So we're excited to keep building. Big couple of tests coming against the Aussies, so it's always something we relish. So boys are hungry at the moment, which is cool.
Well, given the nature of your condition, is there a worry that you might not be able to play every game?
I don't know if it's really that sort of case. I think it's not really an issue of sort of on the field, to be honest. It's just more about managing it kind of day to day. I think during Super Rugby I played, once I came back, 7 of the last 8 games. So I think I've had a pretty good run since we've sort of been on top of it. So feeling confident about being able to be in the group week in, week out.
One more, guys. Real good.
Well, is there a lot more structure to the way the All Blacks are going into training and into the games than there were, let's say, 12 months ago?
I think we've got a pretty clear plan around how we want to play, and I think, it's nice having that framework around what it looks like. I think Joe Schmidt's been huge around just balancing our game up a little bit. I think with the kicking stuff, with his background from the Northern Hemisphere, and how they play that game has been great. And I guess I'm not involved as much with the forward side of things, but it's great to see our pack kind of going to work each week and that being a real weapon. So Not sure if it's necessarily more structured, but I think yeah, we've got a clear identity around how we want to play, and it's exciting the boys.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.